We're continuing the theme of gratitude as we talk about a very important program benefiting Catholic school students in the Seattle area. We were there as Fulcrum Foundation surprised students at St. George School in South Seattle with a very generous donation. And here to talk more about Fulcrum Foundation's mission is Program Director Alana Bell and Catholic Schools Superintendent Nicholas Ford. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
This is going to be so fun. Nicholas, I want to start with you first. Tell me about Catholic education here in Seattle.
When we think about Catholic education in the Archdiocese of Seattle, we're actually talking about all of Western Washington, from the Cascades all the way to the Pacific. We have 74 schools serving almost 22,000 students as young as 6 months old all the way through high school. It might surprise people to know we're the 10th largest school system here in the state. We're one of only 5 Catholic school systems across the whole country who have experienced net growth over the last 6 years.
That is so amazing. I didn't know all of that. And you have an important ally in Fulcrum Foundation. Tell me about this partnership.
Yeah, the Fulcrum Foundation really is a key partner and has been really fueling our growth over the last 2 decades. A separate nonprofit from the Archdiocese, Fulcrum supports our schools through tuition assistance, ensuring that our schools remain affordable and accessible to all students and families, funding school partnership grants and funding safe and healthy and innovative learning environments. And then the last part is investing in leadership capacity, transformational leaders and inspirational classroom teachers who really are essential to the success of each student.
Wow, and you already touched on this, but talk about the impact on the students here with something like this.
I think the impact of our Catholic schools is that we're creating faith-filled, values-based learning environments that instill critical thinking skills for our students. So when they graduate, when they leave our classrooms, they go out into the world and engage from an anchor point, but the ability to think critically. And it's really led to a high achievement. I'm proud to say that our schools have made a near full recovery since the pandemic, and that over 99% of our students graduate high school in 4 years. Fulcrum is really fueling that growth and drive.
That's amazing to hear. And we want to get a question over to you. So you actually went to Catholic school.
Yes.
And here in Madrona,
Yes.
and you also have a baby daughter that you plan to also enroll in Catholic school. Why is that so important to you?
You know, well, I am very, very proud to be part of the St. Therese legacy and community. But honestly, my work at Fulcrum, that really deepened my perspective on the power of a Catholic education. And I think about it often. It's the community. It's vibrant, it's strong. So many people in my life, they've come through Catholic education and they have lifelong relationships that really have shaped who they are. So what better gift could you give your kid? And honestly, I also can't wait to see my baby girl in the cute uniforms.
I know, the uniforms are the cutest.
Yes, totally.
Oh, okay, and your role with Fulcrum Foundation takes you into the classroom quite a bit. So what's unique about the Catholic school community? I know you touched on this, but the community itself.
Well, I am really blessed to have a really unique role as the Becraft Scholars Program Director, which is an innovative relationship-centered scholarship program for Black families in Catholic schools. And this program really centers on belonging and partnering with educators, partnering with school leaders, partnering with families to really lift up their gifts and to utilize them in our school communities. So it's a really wonderful experience to see how powerful, how committed our leaders are, but also how engaged, how talented our parents are, and then all of the joy that the kids get to feel when they are in a community in which they feel that they deeply belong.
I know, that's what I wanted to touch on, is just that belonging that the community provides and the kids, and why that's so important.
Well, you know, I think when we think about belonging, we have to first kind of address that belonging is not a privilege. It's a fundamental human need. So in education, we have every right to center belonging in everything that we do as educators. And so when I think about what happens when a kid does not experience belonging, loneliness,
right,
isolation, but then also you might have behavioral issues, mental health issues, and then kids can't learn when they don't feel like they belong, right?
So true.
So it's really important that we center that, because conversely, you have kids who belong. They are poised and primed and ready to excel academically, socially, emotionally. It's honestly the gift that keeps on giving, because that confidence extends way beyond their time in a Catholic school.
Amazing. That was so profound. And how can people support the Fulcrum Foundation's mission?
Honestly, you can follow us on all social media. You can check out our website, and you can learn more about our mission and all of our wonderful programs.
So amazing. And Nicholas, what do you think might surprise people about Catholic schools just in general? Anything to add?
I think people might be surprised to know just how diverse we are. You know, culturally, we really do reflect the demographics of Western Washington. We serve families from all socioeconomic backgrounds. We serve students from a wide range of neurodiversity. I can speak as a parent myself with 3 kids. My middle son has Down syndrome. He's been welcomed into our schools. And then perhaps most surprisingly, over 30% of our families are non-Catholic. And I think they're coming to our schools because of the sense of belonging that Alana alluded to, because we're really striving to find unity in our diversity, and I think those are communities that parents are drawn to.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, and to learn more about the Fulcrum Foundation and how you can support the important work they do, please visit the website that you see right there on your screen.